here today at the SNAC Sports Nutrition Research Center. We're just now after 2 months of a lot of construction. I've got a bunch of athletes, boxers here training today. So we're going to go inside and have some fun and check it out. This is the 5th of February 2016. Let's rock. Okay, this is our curve training position here. A couple of hypoxicators here. They wear a mask and they typically use 14% oxygen, which is a 10,000 foot elevation. And we do 3 sets of 5 repetitions, and it's 15 seconds of high exertion. They ramp up, and then 6 seconds of all out. And then they do 5 reps, and then in between we go over to the next station, which is the Hyperoxic Training, to assist with the recovery and making up that oxygen deficit, so they've got more energy and more oxygen. And for the next set, which will be back, they go back and forth, they shuttle back and forth between the curved machine and the hyperoxic machine where they're using an airdyne. Okay, so we're here at the hyperoxic chamber, and we've got an airdyne machine inside. We've got about 40%, a little over 40% oxygen in here compared to 20.9% that we've got here at sea level, the ambient air. And after they do the 5 repetitions on the curve, then they come over here for 5 minutes, and they come in and they use about a 40 RPM, which is brings their heart rate up to about 110, and this cleanses the carbon dioxide and lactic acid and other metabolic wastes and re-energizes them to go back. They shuttle back and do a second set on the curve. So we go back and forth. They super oxygenate here, then they do 5 repetitions on the curve with 10,000 foot simulated or 14% oxygen. Then they come back, and for recovery between sets, they do the 40% oxygen here. Also, after they're done with various other training drills that they do, they come in here for 5 minutes simply for recovery. This basically removes lactic acid and carbon dioxide and the other metabolic waste byproducts, and really significantly enhances recovery. And then we also measure carbon dioxide levels in there, as well as oxygen here on this handy meter, which tells us exactly what the oxygen is inside the chamber. Okay, and here we've got the original SNAC altitude dome, and once people acclimate, they may train at different simulated elevations, but generally we're in the ballpark of a 10,000 foot simulated elevation, which is about 14%. They do body shield and mitt work. They do all sorts of other drills. Mike Basil really keeps logs and measures oxygen, blood oxygen saturation, and heart rate and carbon dioxide levels inside the dome. But typically they work in here for about 30 minutes. And before they go in, they'll be in the hyperoxic chamber to fully oxygenate. So they call this oxygen contrast training, or a newer term that I think is more accurate is called oxygen modulation training. We're going from high to low, back to high to low. So it's a combination, and this really stimulates the body's adaptive mechanisms and creates, over a period of weeks, significant performance enhancement benefits.